then let's warp on back over to Genos Island. With that in hand, the only things we're going to need to go back for are, plain and simple, so the reason we really need to go back at this point is to upgrade our equipment, get the final accessory, otherwise just straight on through to the other side of the dungeon. Okay, that was lame, but come on, who doesn't like the doors? So now, with our new shield and our new armor, let's see how much damage they do. 6 as compared to 36. Isn't that a nice nifty little upgrade? Not only that, but I swear it feels like the sword gets stronger too. I know that's not true at all, but no longer being afraid of their attacks definitely makes this place a lot nicer. There's still some much more threatening enemies, and hey, I'm gonna be really honest, I've been killed by this place. It's a scary dungeon, so you have to tread with caution, or you will get screwed up. Because those bats are probably the least threatening thing here. Well, of course they are. They're like the first enemy. You don't even have to leave the Redmont area to really run into them. Fire laser at me. Their rotation is very slow, so you can use that to your advantage. You can use that to their advantage too. I guess I just did. Yeah, its rotation is really slow, so let's just stand in front of it so that it can actually get off attacks on me. I'm sure it'll appreciate that. I'm sure it did. Go back to Spike Wheel, thank you. So we do still have that topaz to get to, but that's in another one of those places you have to drop down to get. And we definitely won't be missing that, because those powers of Genos were used to seal up Galbalan the first time. You can bet they'll be useful against him this time. Die in the void. Alright. Not really all that important as far as mooks go. Besides, I'm sure everyone's wanting to see the bottom of this place. Ow. Level ups are always nice. Alright. Also, you'll notice that they do... what is it? 0 damage? Oh, they do 1. So you don't want to, like, not worry about them by any means because they knock you around. But really, unless you're doing one of the platforming sections, they're not really going to be your primary concern. Alright, due to the 3D effect of this area, you might get a little bit of lag sometimes. This, in fact, was the only dungeon that made my netbook cough a little bit, at least before it started acting up. But I'll be honest, it's probably my fault somehow. This is just such a great final dungeon. That music is so epic. Okay, let's not screw this up. Jump, jump. Right. Just try to go down this way, try and stop them from knocking me in a pit before I want to go into a pit, because we actually want to go and get another item before we go down again. Obviously we have to go down. I mean, down's where Galbalan is, and that's our... Ah, not again! Okay. If there was nothing else useful in this direction, I would totally just say, you know what, you'll see when I finally get that jump made successfully. And there's more of those undead suckers that I have yet to be able to kill yet, and some plants. Yeah, these ones are surrounded by too many of the undead guys for it to really be safe. So I'm just gonna keep on running. Generally the safer proposition. Alright. Let's kill these flowers. Just like the other flower enemies. You'll find that Earth is great against enemies that don't move. And since their attacks can have quite a good range to them, you really don't want to let these suckers stay alive. Under any circumstance. Alright, die please. Cool. Let's give those plants a bio. Macavarise. A foul tree found in close proximity to Galbalan. They fire bursts of sap into the air, which descend back to the ground with explosive force. Few creatures in the Dark Shrine would dare contest their power. Alright. So yeah, definitely a a very fierce opponent as far as plants go. Just want to be careful of our undead friends that... Friends, of course. You can use joke. Whoa, and here is our most deadly encounter. And really the entire game is not considered a boss. Whew. Let's get a bio on that sucker. Lavinade, a huge, grotesque mystery. It is stronger than any other creature in the shrine, and it lords that strength over the other monsters in the lower levels. A one-on-one fight is bad enough, but fighting many is suicide. Yeah, those are mean. Those are nasty. Those can get you game overs like nobody's business. When you see one of those suckers, you treat it with respect. Ah, stupid button lag. I like lag when it, makes it so that the game is going slower, so it's easier for you to play. I don't like lag when it makes it so the game's harder. The pattern that that goes is pretty easy. And here's the final topaz. It's in the same sort of drop-down spot, so I remembered it pretty easy. Whew. Which means that all of our magic is... That was completely my own fault. Is powered up rather nicely. And that all we have to get is literally just 2 items. And our money's making a decent enough increase. Not at the point yet where we can buy the one item that can be bought. But we're getting there. As I said, you can knock those suckers down. And to quote Transformers the movie, not so tough to knock them down, it's getting them to stay down is the trick. Yeah. So I'm just going to take a quick moment to pause here and try and get my health back. And I'll be right back with you. Or I won't! Yeah! Those little guys hate me. Hopefully I'll be able to keep him down long enough to get some health back with the Spirit Cape, at least just enough to be able to continue on. Oh, just about 125 ought to be good enough. Yeah, they don't give you experience yet. There's also a little test. Okay, so... I think this might be the right way, so to speak. I have a tendency to dodge one of the most useful items in the game by accident. Yeah, we're just gonna keep going. That's about scary. And here I actually think I can heal up, so... yeah, we're gonna heal up here. Sorry about that. And we're back. I know that makes it a little bit less epic, but I'd much rather do this right than die horrifically. And I think that's Revolve. Yep. More Revolve obtained. Ah, crap. Ugh. At this point, I'm almost 150-10% certain that I took the wrong path. So I'm actually going to go back up to the surface, because, just trust me, this is just not going to work out. And remember that jump I kept having problems with because something kept smacking me down or something similar? Well, we're getting to get a little bit more money anyway, so I don't feel bad about killing some opponents off screen. So I'm just going to go to that area, and I'm going to keep killing those things, keep going, trying to get across, until I can successfully make that one jump that you keep seeing me somehow fail to even get the chance to try. And once I have that accomplished, then I'll be right back with you. And here we are. We're not quite at that jump yet, but I'm feeling lucky. If this doesn't work out, you'll just never see this footage. Unless I do some kind of a blooper reel or something. And we've got some Ravel. It's not like I really needed that. Still, this is an improvement. We got over to this area, and we gotta level up. But there's an actual treasure over here, off in this direction, which is what we really came here for. Can you guess what it is? Oh, come on, you can guess what it is. Really, you're gonna be that shot? Oh, right, that's right. This is a Let's Play. You're not standing right in front of me. That's my computer. Sorry, that came out a lot more amusing in my head. Those things do. Does that mean I consider myself funnier? Or, let's just drop this all together. So this path is when you really want to get too early, because as you can see, the enemies are weaker, so it's got something that the game wants us to have. And I want us to have very, 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 very desperately. With it, it'll make it so that I can do things a little bit more the way I like to do them. Which is killing everything in sight and having their corpses stay down. Yeah, that might seem like a, small thing to ask, in an RPG especially, but in this game, not everything likes to stay dead. As you can see, that last Topaz did us a favor with our damage on the Earth spell. Just stay down for like 5 seconds. Thank you. We're just gonna run over here, charge through. Ow. We are at 48,000, so we're definitely getting closer to being able to afford our final piece of, equipment we have to pay for. It's funny, Cynthia says they'll do anything for me, but they can't loan me like 10,000 bucks. Okay, so what is here? We have got the silver bell like in East 2, remember? Well, in East 1, actually, East 2 had the other bell that was actually bad. Silver bell. An old, well-worn bell of silver. Its chime is said to be able to lead the undead to their eternal rest. Let's actually equip it, though. Alright. This does not mean that they're pushovers. It just means that when they die, they'll actually stay dead. Which, compared to before, does make them pushovers. So let's give them a bio. Skull Alnada, an immortal skeletal warrior. They destroyed the village on Genos Island 12 years ago. They're cursed, and until their souls can be purified and set free, they'll remain undefeated, continuing to resurrect themselves. Awesome. Let's move on. Means we only actually have 2 more bios to do in this whole game, because the bestiary, yeah, it's filled up at this point. We looked in there right now. Well, besides a couple of enemies. A couple of boss enemies, you could say. Bet you can guess at least 2 of them. I'm not going to do the whole come on guess joke again in that short proximity, really. But regardless, that little accessory makes it so that we can actually kill every enemy in the game. There's not another enemy that will pop back up again. Which means we can kill the skeleton mages, we can kill these guys, we don't have to worry about, hey, let's just run away and hide. Which is nice. Those giant lizard things, yeah, they're still hard, but they really weren't a problem with rising from the dead, so yeah, unfortunately that doesn't get any better. I love the way they did this dungeon. They really did a great job of making it look huge. Another reason you should really buy this game. It's got huge dungeons. You really feel awesome when you beat it. Like it's an accomplishment. Really, buy this game. Buy it twice. Just be sure to buy it new. Alright, so now we can get revenge on all these things around here I couldn't kill before. And we're only 5,000 away from being able to finally afford the revival charm. Ooh, and how we have one of the magic user versions. Awesome, once we have this room cleared out. Actually, let's just have a quick bio right here. Skel Magiste, an immortal sorcerer. They are animated by the corrupted spirits of the dead, and utilize many tricks of the black arts. Until their souls are purified, they will eternally regenerate and continue their fight. Not bad, huh? Means that we have now officially seen all of the mooks. Just gotta kill our way through these guys a little. Okay, more than just a little. Regardless, we're definitely making progress. Exciting progress at that. So yeah, if you would go over in that direction, you can get the bell too. I always forget that. And now being able to kill everything as we go means that not only will we get more gold, more experience, but it'll be safer for us to worry about things like these plants. So strong and powerful. We are definitely gaining levels and all that stuff, and that's helping a lot too. You'll also notice I am still guarding with my face as much as absolutely possible. Why that is anyone's guess. Just because we can kill things doesn't mean that they're any kind of a worry. Oh, I think we have... Yep, we will have enough money now. But I'm not going to rush back just to get an item we're not going to use till the very final boss battle anyway. Sorry. So what are we going to do now? Well, our next goal is actually going to be to get to the save point outside of Galbalan's lair. Then, we're going to grind up money so that we can maximize all of our equipment and get, in addition to getting the lovely, lovely, lovely revival charm. It functions identically to the one from East 2, except that since magic restores automatically in this game, you know, that's not really a selling point of it like it was before, but when you die, it automatically kicks in and brings you back to life. Only works once, there's only one of it in the entire game, and it's very, very prohibitively expensive. So, you want to save it for your final encounter. Oh, we have so much Reval. We definitely won't be needing to grind Reval to get all of our stuff upgraded, though. Very soon, I'll be able to show you an inventory screen that is perfect run, as far as or 100% run. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not crazy enough to try and perfect run this game. Especially not with the button lag I get. Ah! Whew, those guys are powerful. Even now, I really shouldn't be underestimating them. Ow! Little pattern that guy go. And it's easy when your buttons work. I know it sounds like I'm like getting either frustrated or complaining about that, but really it's just one of those, oh come on. It's not really all that annoying. I'm just gonna bypass that guy because I don't really want to fall down. Yeah, the silver bell is definitely a very, very necessary piece of equipment. And you can miss it entirely, which strikes me as weird, but I guess the plot doesn't call on you needing to be able to kill those things. Just any kind of a sense of satisfaction does. I bet you could beat the entire game without it, though. Like, without too much of a hardship. It would frustrate any completionist. You know, it goes without saying. And anyone who gets hit by those skeleton monsters too much. Not to mention the fact that this is as close to vengeance as you can get for Elaine and Chester's parents, I think. At least in any kind of a way that they would want. Fulfilling their legacy by taking on the plight of Genos. And defeating Galbalan once and for all. Fighting the good fight and all that stuff, you know? Kind of just the sort of thing that Otto does anyway. Gods. Those things are incredibly, frighteningly strong. So you'll forgive me if I'm going to play chicken and heal up right here. I know you will, you're good people.